Have you ever wondered why some people just spring out of bed totally full of energy, while the rest of us feel like we're starting the day with a dead battery? Well, today we are going to unlock the science of a perfect night. We're going to build a simple, science-backed routine that can absolutely transform your energy and your focus starting tonight.
I mean, if you are just tired of waking up tired, you know the feeling, right? Hitting snooze again and again, dragging yourself to the coffee machine, feeling like you're running on fumes before the day's even really started. If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to show you how a few tiny shifts in your evening can completely revolutionize your next day.
You know, for years we've been told that the perfect morning routine is the secret to a successful day. But what if I told you the research points somewhere else entirely? The real secret, the actual foundation for a productive and energized day, is what you do the night before. Yep, your evening habits are what truly set you up for success.
So, how are we going to do it? How do we build that perfect night routine? Well, we're going to break it down into 5 simple parts. First, we'll get into why your night is so incredibly powerful. Then, we'll jump into the actionable stuff, resetting your mind, calming your body, and creating the perfect sleep sanctuary. And then, we'll wrap it all up with the single most important step you can take tonight.
Okay, let's start with the why. Why does a good night have such a huge impact on the next day? Well, the answer is in the incredible biology that's happening behind the scenes when you think your body's just off.
It really all comes down to this thing called your circadian rhythm. Think of it like your body's master internal clock. It's a 24-hour cycle that tells you when to be alert and when it's time to power down. See, when you sleep, your body isn't just resting. It's like an active repair shop. It's busy consolidating memories, clearing out toxins from your brain, repairing muscles, and regulating hormones for the day ahead. It's a full-time job.
And this presents us with a pretty clear choice. A messy, chaotic night, filled with screens and stress and overthinking, it robs your brain of that critical reset time. It's like trying to run a marathon after pulling an all-nighter. But an intentional night, that gives your mind and body the space to fully repair and recharge, setting you up for a day of peak performance and real mental clarity.
So now that we get the science, let's talk about the first step in creating that perfect night: resetting your mind. This is all about quieting down the noise from the day and sending a really clear signal to your brain that it's time to wind down.
And there are 2 super powerful steps to resetting your mind before you go to bed. First, you have to unplug from your technology. And second, you just need to take a few minutes to process and reflect on your day.
The science behind this whole digital sunset thing is pretty wild. That blue light coming from your devices actually suppresses the production of melatonin. That's the key hormone that makes you feel sleepy. Here's a way to think about it. Staring at your phone in bed is basically like drinking a cup of coffee right before you want to fall asleep. You are actively telling your brain to stay awake.
Journaling is the other powerhouse tool here. And look, this is not about writing a novel. It's what I call a brain dump. It's just about getting all those worries, to-do lists, and random thoughts out of your head and onto a piece of paper. And the benefits are real. We're talking science here. Just 10 minutes of this can lower your levels of cortisol, that's your primary stress hormone, by up to 20%. That's huge.
Okay, once you've started to calm your mind, it's time to do the same for your body. Your physical body needs a clear signal that it's time to shift from that high alert, go mode into the deep rest of sleep mode.
And that's exactly where a relaxation ritual comes in. It's a simple, consistent routine that kicks your body's natural relaxation response into gear. Just think of it like flipping a biological switch that tells your entire system, hey, the work is done, it's safe to rest and recover now.
And a relaxation ritual does not need to be complicated at all. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of deep breathing, or a few gentle stretches, or even just sipping a warm cup of herbal tea. The key is just consistency, so your body learns to associate this specific ritual with winding down for sleep.
And the science on this could not be clearer. People who have a nightly relaxation ritual don't just feel calmer, they actually fall asleep up to 25% faster. So it's not about trying harder or forcing yourself to sleep. It's about creating the right conditions for your body to just relax and drift off naturally.
All right, so you've calmed your mind, you've calmed your body. Now it's time to create the perfect sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place that sends one single powerful signal to your brain. This is a place for rest, period.
There are 3 key pillars to the perfect sleep environment. It's pretty simple: cool, dark, and quiet. First, keep your room cool.
A drop in your core body temperature is a really powerful natural trigger for sleep. Second, make it as dark as you possibly can. Darkness helps your body produce melatonin. And third, keep it quiet to prevent any little distractions that can pull you out of that deep sleep. So the bottom line is that your bedroom's function really matters. If you're using it as an office, or a gym, or a storage closet, you're sending your brain all these mixed signals. So maybe take a little time to declutter and create a space that promotes peace, tranquility, and most importantly, rest.
Okay, so now that you have all the tools, it's time to actually put them into practice. And please remember, you do not have to change everything overnight. The real key here is to just start with one small, manageable change, and then just be consistent.
So let's recap. The blueprint for a perfect night includes that digital sunset, a few minutes of reflection, a short relaxation ritual, a peaceful sleep sanctuary, and a consistent schedule. When you give your body the rhythm and consistency it's craving, trust me, it will reward you with incredible energy and focus.
And always remember, it is the small, consistent habits that make the biggest difference. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Over time, these small, nightly investments in your own well-being will compound into a massive transformation.
So, I'll leave you with this question. What's it going to be? What is the one small change you are going to make tonight to start this journey? Maybe it's just putting your phone away an hour early, or maybe it's just turning down the thermostat a couple of degrees. Whatever it is, I really encourage you to start tonight. You are going to be amazed at the difference it makes tomorrow.